Ahsoka, Part 8, The Jedi, The Witch, and The Warlord. Now, this episode, of course, is the final episode of Ahsoka. Now, this whole thing got pitched as, look, it's going to be a standalone story, it's going to be all this, it's going to be that, it's going to be, meeting characters from Rebels for the Average Goer and all that kind of stuff, right? But it's also going to be a bit of a setup. And the setup is Thrawn. It's setting up this movie, Heir to the Empire, which is the book. To be clear, we don't know this movie's called Heir to the Empire, but we just assume it's going to be called Heir to the Empire, knowing there's, the book that came out that introduced Thrawn into Star Wars, and it's the book everybody likes and all kind of stuff. So it sounds like they're going to do a adaptation of this book and change things around as adaptations, because this book came out in the 90s before. It's called Legends because that means this is before Star Wars, Disney bought Lucasfilm. So technically this book isn't canon because this book acts like episode 7. So it's setting up to that movie. And while watching this episode, which is completely set up, and they do try and do a little bit of a cop-out, which is like, well, technically the story's about finding Ezra, and we found Ezra, and we send him home. It just, Thrawn was there, and he's now the big bad guy for this movie. So, and here's all the major players that isn't Mando. So it does, and like, okay, I mean, for setup and spectacle and introducing things that are quite weird and odd, like zombie stormtroopers. I mean, still they can't hit a single thing. They can't hit a thing in the dead, and they can't hit a thing in the living. You're thinking, why? What can you hit, dear sir? Nothing. Nothing at all. You can't do it even when you're dead. Jesus. Talk about you can't hit someone when you're asleep. Jesus. But the thing is, it's interesting, is I'm quite interested to see how the average goer sees this. Like, do they see Thrawn as a big threat? Do they? Because in a way, like, when it comes to Star Wars villains, normally, it's big black, it's a guy in all black with a lightsaber with a deep dark voice and all kind of stuff. And like I won't lie, when I'm seeing images, when I'm seeing videos from people who are in my situation, who have never seen Rebels, hasn't read Heir to the Empire, and hearing that this guy is a big deal, and then they see him in this, and they're questioning like, sorry Anakin, where is he? Sorry Anakin, you're still top dog. The dark side of you, this is your standard, and let's be honest, like, does the average goer really remember any of the general characters in the Empire? No, they don't, because they always change each movie. Do they remember Tarkin? No, probably not. And I'm wondering if they see this guy, I think when it comes to Star Wars, people really want to see physical threats versus psychological threats. You know what I mean? Physical threats, not psychological threats. Even though I have seen that clip online and Rebels recently where he's kicking the shit out of people. So, I don't know. I mean, it is that weird thing. But I'm wondering also, because it's in the Disney Plus thing and not everyone watches Disney Plus, will people find this movie that's coming out isolated? Introducing characters they don't know about. Who's that? It feels like I have to assume that I know them. All that. But here's the thing. For we're setting up stuff, it's good. I would say it's good. I prefer last week's episode for like the big spectacle thing. just because I think I could tell that in the volume. I know it's very limited. Like, sure, you got your lightsaber about fights. You got all this. Oh, sorry, that's how good. So you got that. But honestly, I would really put. Honestly, I would really. I hope Anakin's in this movie. I really do, because I think you need a recognizable face. That or they do live action Clone Wars. They would. I just. That's the thing. I'm just a little bit. Yeah. Anyway. But here's the thing. If you ask me, do I like the episode? I liked it. I didn't thought it was fantastic. But here's the thing, guys. I want to continue doing the whole Wednesday, Star Wars Day thing, right? So what I'm going to do, as I mentioned, I haven't seen much of Clone Wars. I haven't seen any of Rebels, a clip here and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do watch-alongs, starting Star Wars watch-along, starting with the Clone Wars. Now, this is the thumbnail that's going to be on all the it's locked, that's why. This is going to be the thumbnail that's going to be on all of the Clone Wars videos. Mainly just like, the only difference is the subtitle of the episode. And I'm going to go through every season, every episode. So I will all catch up. Now I know I will understand the story of Ahsoka and all that, and then meeting the Rebel crew through how the fans did, and all, the hardcore fans did, and all that. So we'll do that. I might do that in a couple hours, so after making this video. So I'll do that. And also, if you have bumped into my channel during the Ahsoka time, what's coming up is I got Loki. We got Loki season 2 around the corner in a couple of days. So I'll be covering that. There's also the final episode of The Confidential. I'm covering Gen V. And I'll be... there's a movie on Amazon that looks kind of good. I'll cover that as well. So please stick around if you like my content. Like, subscribe, do all the things that normally people say. And also there's a Assassin's Creed video game movie edit for Assassin's Creed Awards that will happen this week. Which will, if you don't know what they are, they basically are retelling the story of a game for the average goer who don't play games. So the idea is like edit it down. And I always say under 3 hours because sometimes it can get a bit hefty. But I'm planning to do that for this year. I did it for Mortal Kombat 1, and I'm planning to do it for Spider-Man 2. I have created the thumbnail for it, trying to make it as cinematic as possible. So hopefully you check my content there. I'll do comic reviews and all the kind of stuff when there's mainly like Predator and movie related stuff. So anyway, come like, subscribe, what you thought of the episode, what you think of the show in general, and see you later.